We're over here in the r slash am I the asshole subreddit with an H with a post by Scootin Schizo. Scootin Schizo. These usernames. Am I the asshole for telling my husband I'll leave if he hides more debt? There was some chaos in our house this morning. We awoke to find my husband's car gone. Originally thinking it had been stolen, I would quickly learn it had been repossessed. Ugh. Husband and I discussed all the financial crap like 3 years ago. After he lost his job last year, I found a notice on the door saying the water will be turned off. It was 4 months behind. I told him most marriages end due to financial issues and to please not ever hide financial problems from me. That as his wife, this was something I needed to know, and if something came up, we would figure it out together. He promised. Then today happens. I'm so mad I can barely breathe. He's been crying and repeating how sorry he is and that he was gonna fix it this week when he got paid. Meaning, of course, that I wasn't ever supposed to find out. Now there's a car that has been repossessed because payments are 4 months behind. To fix it, we need to pay those payments plus fees. If they sell it and don't recoup their money in the sale price, we can be sued for the difference. And then there's the repossession that stays on your credit for 7 years. If I had known about the first payment, I could have helped. Now we're really deep. We're in really deep. Ugh. I proceeded to grill him on every other bill we have, especially the mortgage. I've never missed a mortgage payment, he says. I had to make him show me proof. I don't think I can take anything at face value at this point. My first thought was that if he's behind with those payments too, then we'll lose the house. Thank the stars, he truly hadn't missed a mortgage payment. It won't happen again, he said. I know it won't, because if it does, I'll leave you. I replied. We haven't even been married for a full year. Our wedding was 6 months ago. Bitch, he thinks I'm being unfair by saying if this happens again, I'll leave. That being married means we stick it out with each other no matter what. That it's just a car and he can use mine, bitch. That this time will really never happen again. I don't know about that. Am I the asshole? If you stay. If you stay. If you stay. I didn't even do my research. I didn't do my research because most marriages do end because of financial issues. What percentage is that? I want to say 82. Ooh, I fucking hate AI. You always put minus you. Washington News, Reddit, Pace Center Planning, Facebook, every search results, Emily Rubenstein Law. Rubenstein, no. All these search results for all these different websites, which aren't reliable sources, unfortunately, are saying 20 to 40% of marriages divorce because of financial problems. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh. We're going to read the top comments and then we got to updates. And it's not a relevant update, but it's an update. All right, I'm done. And this is recent, by the way. This is a brand new story. I'm bringing it to you fresh and new, not like the other one that was old and sad and soggy. Well, I mean, wait, hold on. In the last story, LP is my age. It's crazy. I just did the math. Yo, if your dad's in Michigan, send me the address. I'll beat the fuck. No, let me stop. In a video game. Top comment by Bear Liz with 793 upvotes. That's how you know it's fresh. You have two choices: either leave or take over all the finances. He is not to be trusted and will not change. Everybody is seconded that. Ooh, and Green Grace commented, "You married a liar, OP, not the asshole." And by default, if you are withholding information in a marriage like this one that is relevant to our bills, you are lying. Lying by omission is lying. You withhold information from me, and I'm your partner for life. You act like we can get through stuff. Okay, if we can make it through it, tell me about it before we have to make it through it. Or I can just go on my savings with my two crooks on both sides. I can go through my savings and I can make that payment. Oh shit. Now you're just behind 3 months. Oh shit. Now you're just behind 2 months. Oh shit. Now you're just behind 1 month. You may still be getting phone calls and text messages and emails saying, "Hey, pay me. Hey, pay me. Hey, pay me. Hey, pay me. Hey, I know you're behind. Hey, I know I can help you. Hey, I know you're behind. Hey, I know I can help you." But you would just be a month behind and not have a repossession on your shit for the next 7 years. Fun fact, because I'm oversharing, I've had a vehicle repossessed. But I was 21. I was a baby, no job, undiagnosed ADHD. That's my excuse. Excuses are tools of the incompetent. They build bridges that lead to nowhere, monuments of nothingness. Isn't that right? We always got to quote Obeezy with that one. But I was moving like nothing that really fucking mattered at all. Right? I paid it when I had money. Oh shit, I don't have any money. All right, well, I gotta catch this bus. This motherfucker was broke down. It was a lemon. Shout out to the lack of lemon laws in Michigan, the murder myth, the capital, which there was like 100 years ago, Detroit, the Motor City, where the big three reside. Oh, it's beautiful, ain't it? It's beautiful. No laws against selling weak ass vehicles. I had to drop $1,500 on a brand new transmission when I got that puppy a week after having it. And because I didn't get the highest tier of the motherfucking, "We're calling you about your car's extended warranty." I had to say that to remember what the fucking warranty was. Since I didn't get the highest tier of the warranty, transmissions were not covered. There were 4 tiers. I got the 3rd highest one. I'm like, God damn, y'all trying to milk me? Ooh, shit. This shit expensive. It was my first time having was it technically a lease? No, it was financing. It was my first time paying for a vehicle, really. My previous vehicle, it was just the cashed out shooter and kind of old school. I think it was an Oldsmobile fucking stick shift. Ooh, I can still feel it. If something's wrong with your trans, I'll probably know. I can feel it. I can feel that transmission when it shifts. Ooh, and no matter what vehicle I'm in, unless it's electric. What was I going with this? Me had a repossession. Me being dumb, being stupid. Me not having any money because I lost my job. Also because of me. People, you have to take responsibility. Right? You have to take responsibility. And then you have to fix all the fucked up things that you've done. And not just that, you have to work on yourself so you don't do them again. You don't do them again. All right. Here I am a decade later, and still I like harp on that for myself so I don't fuck up like that. And I know shit is super crazy expensive. That's like the number one thing right now for credit that people are defaulting on, that people are paying the most into. Besides medical debt, I think it has solely been taken over at the end of 2025, we're going into 2026 where we are now. Car debt, right? These banks are lending when they shouldn't be and giving insanely high fucking not only interest rates but payments that people cannot handle because shit, they don't make any money for real. And their loans are just getting sold and tossed around. Luckily enough, it's not like a house mortgage where your shit might tweak up, right? If you don't got your rent set, your shit might tweak up. Can I stop saying eto ano. Yeah. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Yeah, because I got this piece of advice. Split your payments up. If you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, split your payments up. Don't make one payment the day of, the day before, a week in advance. Split your payments up because that interest is being compounded. That interest is stacking up, and you aren't paying $13.99.95. Am I missing a 9? You aren't paying $13.99.995. You aren't paying that sticker price. You're paying the interest on top, and the interest is stacking on. So at the end of your lease or your loan, you will not have paid $14,000, $19,000, $23,000 for your vehicle, right? After your 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you may have paid 30, 40, 50 bands. Bands make a dance. I'm sorry. Shout out to Frank. If you know, you know. Huh. So split up your payments. 4 times a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, whatever you can do. Pay your whole payment and then a little bit over, right? So you're hitting the interest. You're hitting the interest. You're paying the principal and you're paying the interest, right? This is a terrible, terrible, terrible way to give you advice, right? Because you can't visualize what I'm saying. But go on YouTube and just type it in, right? And there's probably going to be people who's going to explain it to you better than I am right now, because I'm a podcaster. Me know nothing. All I have is a microphone, right? Oh, shit, I'm terrible. But yeah. Pay your shit. At the very least, pay your stuff in advance, 2 weeks in advance. Pay more than what your bill is, right? If it's $300, pay $440, $455, right? If you're capable of it. If your car note is, you just say you're blessed, it's $290. Shit, drop $300 every single time. 333, angel numbers, whatever the fuck y'all believe in. What am I doing? And just here for the zip lines comments. You have the right to be involved in your finances. You are not an asshole, but you are not exactly taking control of your own destiny either. Ooh, let's go ahead and read that top updates. Talking about top. Let's go ahead and read that update. I wanted to include a few details I didn't think to include before. They don't change the situation, but it's relevant context either way. My husband's car was his before we met. It's leased, and my name isn't on it. My car is also mine, although mine is on a loan instead of a lease. The house is also in his name. He bought it a year before we met. At this juncture, we don't have anything that has both our names on it. I didn't even change my name when we married. I was worried if I did, it might have an impact on my voice in the United States of America. Because there are currently 67 million women at risk of not being able to vote these midterms upcoming up because of the Save America voting. That's some bullshit. These weak ass motherfucking congressmen and piss poor ass fucking president want to push through, right? Ladies, and gentlemen, check to see if you are registered to vote. Check to see if you are registered to vote. If you're seeing this, it is April, it is May, it is June, it is July, it is August, it is September. Check to see if you are registered to vote. And every single one of those months, if you have heard this and you know it is now a new month, check it again. Every single month. Bless me. Check to see if you are registered to vote. Make sure you have your... Oh, wait, I lost it. I lost it. Oh, no, I didn't lose it. It's in my safe. You probably can't see what I'm doing. I thought I had my birth certificate right here. Like it's a prop. I don't. I just have my social security number right there. My social security card. Right? Go make sure that you have your birth certificate and it matches your current legal name. Make sure that you have your passport and it matches your current legal name. Do not go on Google to figure out where you can get your passport from. Go to Sam's Club immediately. Go get your passport done there. Do not go to the library. This administration has fully stopped all libraries around the country from accepting applications to push your passport through and get it done through them. Right? As far as I'm concerned, this is thoroughly constitutionally illegal. Right? It is technically a poll tax that I should have to pay any dollar amounts to say that I am a legal citizen, allow me to vote. Right. By birth, I should already be registered in a system. And when I take over to 18, I should automatically be allowed to vote. Right. But everybody will fuck it up anyway. So again, make sure you are registered to vote. Go get your birth certificate from your DMV, Social Security Office, Secretary of State, whatever state you're in. For my U.S. citizens, shout out my people. Shout out to my people listening to me in Cali, in Virginia, and the murder myth. Make sure that you have your birth certificate. Make sure you have your passport. Make sure you have your birth certificate and your passport. Make sure that your names match. Make sure that your middle names are spelled correctly. Make sure that you have an updated ID photo. You do not need to have an ID photo that looks like, how do I hide all my government information? You do not need to have a, let's go ahead. Is it focusing? Is it focusing? You do not need to have an ID photo that is super out fucking dated. Who is that? Who is that? Is it focusing? Who is that? I didn't give you all of my government information, did I? I might have to blur some shit out. All right, who is that? That doesn't match. If somebody who doesn't like the way I look, based upon the color of my skin, who doesn't like the way I talk, based upon any prejudices that they may have, any bigotry or xenophobia that they may hold in their heart and in their brain because they're poorly educated, may decide that, oh shit, I am not that person, and they'll let me go ahead and fill in the bubbles, and they'll let me electronically do it, and then now my vote doesn't count. And I won't know till I go to check personally myself weeks later, after the results have been put in, whether or not I voted, even though I was there. Check to see where you are supposed to go vote. Check to see if your district is up to be redistricted. Check to see if they're going to have your district redistricted. Check to see if they're going to have your district changed. Oh, fuck. Christ. I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm just so... Oh. All right, back to the post. I'm just so all over the place. He lost his job last March when his company did a big round of layoffs. And while he's found some work, 2 jobs, to subsidize since then, he isn't pulling in the amount he had gotten used to. After the initial conversation we had, which started because of the water notice, I felt the explanation I was given was genuinely plausible. The company is responsible for both water and electric, but it doesn't do auto pay. And he thought when he paid the electric bill, it covered both, but took it as a great time to firmly lay out my boundaries, but I took it on the subject regardless. Financial stresses happen. Keep me in the loop. With him losing his job and appearing to struggle to keep track of the bills, we agreed I would take on everything: phones, electric, internet, water, sewer, garbage, storage unit, house surprises, etc. Hi, I'm Mr. Always on 10. Ooh. Except for the mortgage, his car and insurance, his credit cards, etc. I would take care of my car, insurance, credit cards, and so on. A month before the wedding, we sat down and I helped write out a budget/planner. He was able to pay all his debt down to 0. It was a stipulation I made before I walked down the aisle. I wanted a clean slate and for us to enter the marriage with no debt. Then today happened, and so many of you have said precisely what I said to him this morning. Trust has been broken. I didn't do that. You did. You shouldn't have married this motherfucker. You should. So last year, he had a big round of layoffs, right? And then he didn't pull in the same amount he did. He started working 2 jobs. And then you got the water notice because he wasn't keeping up. So people, here's even more advice. Go look at the layout of the PDFs and every single minute detail. Be pedantic. If you don't know that word, pedantic, that is the word of the day. Go Google it. I'm not going to explain it to you. And type in -u dash U, the letter U, so you don't get an AI result. Go to Oxford, go to Merriam-Webster, read it. Oh, look at the synonyms. It'll help you. But again, look at the minute details of your bills. See what the taxes are. See what the fees are. See what you're being charged doing extra, and especially with all this AI shit going on. See why your bill is going up, right? If you have the discretionary funds, buy you a UPS, uninterrupted power station, uninterrupted power station storage system for your computers, your electronics. Buy you some lights. Buy you some lights, some LED lights, some good lights, some of that good stuff that isn't going to run up your electric bill, right? Get yourself some solar panels, the kind that you can plug in, again, to a UPS. If you have the discretionary funds, we're talking about spending the band here, if not 2 or 3. And if your house is updated, if you have the plugs for it, update your shit. Spend you about 15, 17 racks. Get some solar panels on your roof, right? If you own your home in the next 4 years, you will be zeroed off, right? The amount of money that you would have been paying towards your electric bill would be at 0. You will be getting refunds potentially back by the electric company. You will be feeding the grid. This will be a beautiful thing for you. If you are getting newer electric panels, you don't have to worry about them going into a landfill in 10, 15, 20 years. They, so long as you do it, can be properly recycled. All right. So long as you send it to the right places. Right. If you have an older home, again, get you solar panels that can be plugged up, get you a battery station that may also double as a UPS, and hook your computer up to that. Throw your solar panels in the windows, right? Charge them up. And then your electronics that use the most electricity will be running off of that. And things will be fine and dandy. Yeah, you just have to optimize. It's expensive in the front, right? In the beginning. And then it gets cheaper on the back end. And then you save money. And then you got to take that money, you got to put in your savings account, right? You want to have a savings account with a minimum of 3%. Ooh. Hope he doesn't have any comments for this part of the post. And again, this post is only 4 days old, but don't maneuver like her, right? Don't maneuver like her. If a quarter to almost half of relationships are getting absolutely deleted out of existence, right? Marriages, I should be very specific about, are ending mainly because of financial issues, which 70% of all Americans have. And I'm sure it's probably like 80% for the rest of the world. Things are so expensive. You need to have passwords. You need to be logged in. You need to fucking, you need to understand shit from my own parents that are separated, right? I can log into all of my dad's shit and see all of his bills. My mom loves to lose her passwords. Hi, Mom. Love you. And I'm pretty sure I can log into her Xfinity, right? I'm pretty positive I can log into it, and I can see the cable bill, which would also double as the internet, and would also double as triple as the security, right? And that's technically 3 bills in one. Yeah, I'm not advocating for having everything that is yours when you're married all be in both your names. But definitely have the passwords to these things. Have the passwords to these things. So you can check on them, right? It's nothing but a thing to log in, see, okay, we're good for the month, right? You need to sit down, especially when you move in together. Always move in together and be with that person for at least a year before you get married, right? You need to hit certain milestones to see if your partner changes. You need to hit certain milestones to see how they are. You need to hit certain milestones so you know that you can spend your life with them, right? Date for a year, live together for a year, be engaged for a year, married for a year, pop a kid out, right? What was that? Was that 4 years before even thinking about popping a kid out? If you're 18, don't do that. Don't do that. Date for 2 years, live together for 2 years, be engaged for 2 years, then get married right after 2 years, right? Then you can decide on popping a kid out. Decide. Not even pop a kid out after 2 years of marriage, right? What's that? That's 8? 8 from 18 is what? What is it, class? 26. Your brain, it's mostly done growing. I don't know what the current data and the stats are. I don't know what it is, but you're pretty good. We're at our end, and I've just been yapping. We're only 2 stories in. It's crazy.